So, let's try to get all these questions here. And we need to inhale. Exhale. Alright. Did you pick your pile? Alrighty-o. We're going to pile number 1 right now. Pile number 1, how are you? So, how is your wealth going to be obtained? Because it is coming to you. It's coming to you. Now, you should not be worried at all. So let's get all the jitters out and. Six of Swords. Six of Crystals. Three of Crystals. Three of Wands. Ace of Crystals. And okay. And okay, not and Page of Wands. And finally Five of Wands. So, with the Six of Swords, how is it going to be obtained? Well, wealth is going to come your way. However, it's not going to be easy. And it could be because of, certain payments like taxes or other things, or you just might have not come from the most fortunate circumstances. But it's gonna be a fight to the top. But just because it's gonna be a fight to the top doesn't mean that you're not gonna be successful. Especially with the Six of Crystals, which are the Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So a lot of stuff is going to be manifesting. You've been working hard and been fighting very hard with as much as you can. And you might have... So it also might... You might also contemplate having a business or racking up on metals or something like precious. You might be investing again in your own business, but you can also be working towards a lot of wisdom here. And but whatever it is, whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be very, very, very profitable, whatever you decide to do. And it's gonna be very, very well deserved, because I'm based off of this, especially with the Six of Crystals, you've gone through a lot of strife throughout your life, and you've done so much work. You've tried so hard, and you're not gonna come out the same way as you did, and you may not be where you want to be. I mean, like, because right here it's like she's out in the middle of the desert here. So what you're doing here is you fought hard, and you've had your heydays, and or maybe you haven't had your heydays yet, but this is what you're trying to fight for. You're fighting for this dream, but this is the reality here. You're not really left with anything, and so, but you keep fighting. You just keep fighting really, really, really hard, which is great. You need to keep doing that in your current state. You need to do whatever it is that you can do. Okay, Harith, longing for home, homesick for the stars. You're not alone, or you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Star Brothers, Horse energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. The Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay. The Void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. And baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So you might have been out in maybe not exactly in squalor here, maybe that's not the right word, but you've been lost and alone these past recently, and it's been very, very struggling and hard to be making a living. And it's been your dream, and you really, really are a warrior. But the thing is that you're very, very unique, and we live in a day and age where being unique and being different and being very innovative is not always 100% appreciated, because a lot of areas just in businesses, like I'm talking about the big businesses, and even big Uncle Sam, he does those sorts of people, those sorts of branches. They don't want you to go above and beyond, but the thing is that you are meant to go above and beyond, and you're gonna be facing a lot of adversity and a lot of resistance towards you, because you're very different. You think differently. And the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, you might be very controversial. You also might be very ostracized, and so there might just be, or we can also even think of it this way, how your present work is just like, you feel like you're going through the motions, and you just like feel disregarded, and it's just like, you know what, this isn't working out. You're looking for another out, so that's why you need to stop and make baby steps. Or another way to look at this is, you know what your purpose is, and so you basically have to make a lot of sacrifices to get to where you need to be. And how are you going to obtain all this wealth? Well, you're going to have to start changing your mindset and changing your routine and going and taking risks. And that's going to be something that not many people really want to do, because they just go with whatever is easy for them, whatever is like the routine, and they just like live paycheck to paycheck, and they're just nothing special. They just help keep the machine rolling. But you're saying, you know what? I'm more than this. I need to break away from this. And so you're going to be taking small baby steps to go above and beyond. And understand, because of that, there are going to be a lot of times and instances where you are just going to want to throw in the towel and just give up. But do you know what? You know deep down inside what your purpose is and what you need to do. Wisdom of the Divine Feminine. Life path. First ray of power. An invitation to connect. Power of the Divine Masculine. Unplugged from mass consciousness. Sixth ray of devotion. So, how is all of this going to be obtained? Well, all of this wealth will be obtained when you start looking within and just gaining the wisdom about the world around you, and just you knowing what you're supposed to do, having an embraced sense of yourself, knowing what your life path is, and just not just knowing, but asking what your life path is, and being very sure of yourself, embracing your own power, understanding that you are more powerful than you were led to be your entire life. And not a lot of people want to know that. There's some people who are so freaking powerful that they don't want to acknowledge any of that. And it's not just like, maybe not acknowledge any of that, but it's just that they don't want to deal with the responsibility. But but the thing is that, how is it going to be obtained? How are you going to obtain your wealth and your, not just independence, but but your confidence and your firm, just like your potential is what I'm saying. How are you going to reach your full potential? Well, you have to find connections, and you also have to connect with yourself a lot, and you have to embrace the power of the Divine Masculine. And by doing that, one of the first things is unplug from mass consciousness. Understand that a lot of the world around you can be manipulated a lot more than you think, and understand that they don't want, a lot of people, especially this huge system that we live under, they don't want you to go up against them. So they need to make sure that you stay within that system, and you try to you just go with what the machine or whoever tells you to go, but the thing is that you're going to be wealthy by not playing by the rules. I mean, there's some things that you have to cheat. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be a criminal. I'm not encouraging that. That's not what I'm talking about. But what you're going to have to do is just understand that you were born to be a lot more than you were let on. You do not know your power. You don't know how powerful you are. Maybe you do, though. But you just feel restricted. And you just feel upset. Not just upset, but you just were never permitted to be who you can and should be. And it's going to be through that knowledge where you're going to be getting that wealth. You're going to be from knowing who you are and knowing what your purpose, and start understanding that you can do a lot more and you can go a lot further if you just don't go with what the mass consciousness, or not the mass consciousness, but the masses tell you should go. You should follow. And that's in the sixth ray of devotion. You need to be devoted to yourself. You need to be devoted to your craft of whatever field this is in. You're in, even. You need to be devoted to your life path. And you need to know what that life path is. Or even if you don't, it may take a little while. But when you dig deep down and within yourself, and you connect with yourself, you will see who and what you are supposed to be. And that is how the wealth is gonna be obtained, by knowing who you are, knowing what your purpose is, and just going with it. It took me a while to discover who and what I was supposed to be and I'm not making much, but there's a lot of potential and a lot of promise in what I'm doing. Whether if it would be as a tarot card reader or as a musician. I'm primarily talking about my musicianship. I'm in a band, and not to brag, but it was a lot of work. But I had to devote myself and to the vision that I had. It's a lot of work. Even soul searching, even your shadow work is a lot of work. Knowing the truth is a lot of work, because a lot of people, they don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to know how powerful you are, and how you're going to obtain your wealth is by knowing who and what you are, and knowing your true power. Yeah, you see, shadow self. You need to do a lot of shadow work, and you also need to do a lot of and knowing how to manipulate your shadow. Sacred journey. Cosmic connection. An invitation to connect in cosmic connection. New chapter. Free spirit. Gratitude. And surrender. So you have to understand that a lot of this stuff is that how you're going to obtain your wealth is understand that again, as I've been saying earlier, understand that you're going to have to go on a sacred journey and realize that you have been lied to. You really have. You have to do a lot of shadow work, and you have to do a lot of digging deep, because somewhere inside your soul, you know that you're better than this. You know that you're trapped. And so what you're going to need to do is start digging within and try to create, and not just create, but make sure that you know how to connect with the cosmos, and that is going to open up a new chapter for you, and you're going to be free, very, very free. You're free. Your spirit is going to be free, and you're going to be very gratuitous, and you're just going to surrender to that freedom. You're going to feel so relieved that all this stuff has finally come to fruition. And some of this might need to be from I'm not giving any financial advice, or anything, but it's gonna have to be through I'm not gonna say it's going to have to be. It might be through obtaining precious metals, or knowing a trade, or doing something that makes you independent from a lot of from the masses, from this and you're not going to be part of this machine or this factory. You're not going to be this whole broad factory worker that makes the machine run. You're going to want to try to run your own machine. So you might start, and that can be done in many ways. I can't say specifically, and because everyone has their own version of that. I can't tell you what version of that is, but I can give you examples of like starting your own business, you're collecting precious metals, you're trying to live off grid. It can be just like anything that does not make you dependent. Well, everybody is dependent on something, right? But not dependent on the ones who control you and say you have no destiny, or your destiny, the way to your destiny is through us. Almost akin to, the only way to God is through me, what Jesus said. But that's what a lot of the high and mighties think that they are. They're trying to say, the only way to success and the only way to accomplishment is through me or through us or whatever. You have to go through us first. You're gonna be making your wealth by freeing yourself from that stupid thing, because that is all just horse feathers. It's all nonsense. It's BS, and you need to look within yourself and say, do you know what? You're better than what you are right now. You've always have been, and you always will be. The high and mighties and don't want you to know how powerful you are, and you're extremely powerful. Use your power wisely. That's how the wealth is going to be obtained, is you knowing your power, you using it wisely, and going through it. And it's not going to be an easy thing to do. It's not going to be an easy journey. But it's going to be very rewarding. And it will make life a lot easier, though. Maybe a lot more extravagant, but a lot healthier. So I hope you enjoyed that pile number 1. We're gonna go on to pile number 2 right now. Pile number 2, how are you? So, this is very fortunate. You are going to be wealthy. Understand that. How is it going to be obtained, though? How is the wealth going to be obtained? So, and I understand this, and I should have said this earlier, but I am not, this is a disclaimer. This is, I cannot tell you what to do fiscally. I am not a guide, and I'm not qualified for this, so this is just for entertainment purposes only. Yes, just so that way nobody is misled. Anyways, let's start and inhale and exhale. 3 of Cups. The Moon. The Lovers. Queen of Crystals. Oh. Knight of Cups. I apologize for the for the background noise. I'm not in my typical desk. I'm somewhere else as of now. But I will be back in a bit. In the next video I should be. 9 of Wands and 7 of Swords. So, what's going on is that there's been an illusion here in the love. Now, that's not to say that you think that love is an illusion or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But the fact of the matter is that I'm not saying that love is an illusion, but thus far there have been you've gone through a lot of false senses of love, like fake love. People who promised you love, and understand that so, and it's like, well, how does this have to do with wealth? Well, love is not an illusion, even though you've been led to do that. The 3 of Cups, especially, how just like you see how here it's just you're out in the middle of nowhere and saying that how should I say this? You've struggled with love, but you have a lot of love deep down inside that needs healing, and there is a lot of love in you, and once you embrace that love and share that love, it's going to lead to a lot of profits, not profits, and it's going to get you a lot of sense. It's going to give you a lot of confidence, I should say, and self-affirmation. But we can also see this another way. How the moon is before love, that how you've been lied to about love. You've been lied to about obtaining money, obtaining prosperity. And that's what the Seven of Swords is implying. Like how all of this has just basically died off. You used to believe in a lot of this, and you may not anymore because it's like, well, I lost everything. You might have once upon a time had all of this. You might have had this beautiful, wonderful dream of love, and you feel like it's all gone. But or you might have lost your job a lot, and all this sort of stuff, because whether if it was this time in your life or not, you just feel like something was taken away from you. But just because it was taken away from as of now doesn't mean that it can't be taken back. This is you. You might have been also led to believe that you cannot be wealthy. There is no such thing as love. It's all an illusion. There's no such thing as wealth. There's no such thing as this, and that is a huge mind screw that's being promoted throughout the planet. Let's see. Whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. The golden children, inner child tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything on a line must go. Cosmic heart, devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. Jump in, Andromeda energy, adventure, say yes to change. You know that maybe not that everything is an illusion, but the thing is that so maybe not everything was taken away from you, but you feel like you were missing out on all of this, and that you might have been thinking that all of this was an illusion, like money was an illusion, or success was an illusion, love was an illusion. All of these things were an illusion. The thing is that it's not an illusion, or you might have been wondering, is this an illusion? The thing is that you're now lifting the veil. You're going to have to start diving deep and start questioning things that you've been told or that you've been led to believe. And not just doing that, but just like also doing a lot of soul searching. is this life, is the life that I'm living right now the right life? Is the life that I'm living right now, is the job that I'm doing right now meant for me? Am I living my life to the fullest? Am I and how can I? What is a way to get out of this? Because right now you are at a stage where you want to be wealthy. Hence, like, why it's like wealth is coming your way. How is it going to be obtained? Well, a lot of this stuff is going to be your mindset, your reputation, and it's gonna go and it's gonna be a huge transition here. But a lot of people, and I've been through this. I thought I was going to go on one life path once upon a time. I was thinking of becoming a music producer. But then I had a different vision for myself, and I wanted to be more of a performer. And I started embracing that performing lifestyle. So, because I started realizing who and what I was in a previous lifetime, and I realized that what I needed to do. So everything that I did after I was questioning things, I realized that I needed to change my mindset. People they absolutely know that they need to change their habits. They need to change their routine. They need to change so many things in order to get the outcome that they want. And so the thing is that when you start asking questions and you start once you're more willing to embrace that change, that big picture thinking, you are going to need to walk through that portal, knowing that this is a gateway to the dream and the life that you wanted to live, and the wealth that you wanted to obtain. And you cannot just question. You just have to jump in and take the risk. Not everything is going to go smoothly and fluently. There are going to be a lot of bumps, but your wealth is going to be obtained by changing your mindset, changing your routine, and knowing who and what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to be. Third ray of creative intelligence. Hold your center. Cosmic heart, cosmic Christ. Dark angel. Orbs of light. Reassurance of the golden light. Key of light. You are going to see the wealth is going to be seen. Not seen, but the wealth is going to be obtained by you walking that path to see the light. And the thing is that it might be in the creative arts, or the thing is that you may not know, and you may not have done this before. And not just done this before, but you may not have experienced such things. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Yeah, you may have not seen some metaphysical changes or some changes that you know you needed to do. So And not only that, but it's just like you're asking, how am I going to get my way out of this? It seems practically impossible. Well, you have to be creative. It's like, how am I going to be able to create this portal and jump in to obtain this wealth that I have? Well, you're going to have to use your creative intelligence, and you are very creatively intelligent. Pile number two, you absolutely are, whether or not you were led to believe that you absolutely are. But the thing is that it's going to be very, very, very difficult. Hence why you should hold your center. You need to hold your center, and you're going to go through a lot of darkness. But you have this huge belief, and you believe in yourself. You've known what you saw. You've embraced. And the thing is that it's not affirmed right now. You're not getting the confirmation, the affirmation that you needed throughout the times that you did, and you may not be embraced even with this wealth. So wealth is coming to you, and again, how is it going to be obtained? By embracing the light and using your creativity and just doubling down, knowing what you see, knowing and being also optimistic. A lot of people are very pessimistic, realistic, or like nuanced, but it doesn't hurt to have some optimism. Maybe not like extreme, mindless optimism to the point where it's toxic positivity, but an optimistic enough to create this reality that you need to do to make the best life for yourself. So, yeah, let's see what else we can do here. How will this be obtained? Emotions awaken. Believe. Unconditional love. Mother Earth. Transformation. Golden Crown. So, what's the outcome of all this? Everything that you worked hard for, how is it going to be obtained? But it's not just how is it going to be obtained, but what's the aftermath of all this? You're going to be complete. The whole world that you've created, because you jumped into this world of change, you've gotten a lot more awakened and more in touch with your emotions, and you just believed in yourself, and you found others who did believe in you. And if you haven't, you will, because a lot of people want half of the battle is mindset. That's what they don't teach you. If you have the vision, if you have the sense of purpose, and you have that willingness to sacrifice and go all in on your vision, you're going to get support. Maybe not initially, but when they start seeing results or start seeing potential, then people are going to come around to your beliefs. And how is your wealth going to be obtained? It's going to be obtained from you manifesting from your manifestations, your mindset. You're going to have awaken and believe and have this unconditional love to yourself and the world around you. And once you start having this new perspective of life and new perspective of things, guess what? I mean, your whole world is going to transform. Everything is going to transform. And you're going to know the truth, and you're going to be the person that you always were meant to be. And you're going to feel very, very, very complete. And so how your wealth is going to be obtained is knowing your purpose and taking the risks of taking a chance on yourself. Maybe not just one chance, but multiple chances. Understanding that a lot of this stuff is not going to come easy. And you willing to take on that challenge. Because once you take on a challenge, it doesn't only change your worldview, but it strengthens you, and it changes your worldview by proxy, not in a bad way either. So just keep at it, keep the vision, pile number 2. You absolutely are on the right path, and you are, and if you haven't, you're on the precipice of looking and just you're just on the precipice of seeing that path, questioning what that path is, and then once you know what that path is and you're confident in that path, just go all in, and everything will change for you. I really, really mean it. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed that reading, pile number 2. We're going to go on to pile number 3 right now. Pile number 3, how are you? So, wealth is coming your way. How will it be obtained? And I'm not giving any financial or business advice. Okay, I'm not responsible for any of this. Disclaimer. So, just understand that this is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, yep, entertainment purposes only, sure. Anyways, so let's just clear the energies, okay? Clear the energies, because I know this is people kind of like are anxious about certain things like this, and so we're gonna. The Emperor. Seven of Crystals. Starseed. Five of Crystals. Six of Wands. Oppression. Knight of Wands. So, okay. Well, let me tell you this. You might have been wondering about this here. I think pile number 3, well, not I think, but based off of these, based off of all of this, you know deep down inside you're a very, very, very powerful person. You're a very, very powerful soul. And if you haven't known that before, you need to know that right now. Because you are very much of an emperor. You are like a lion, the king of the jungle. You are very wealthy, and you are very much a starseed. And you're rich in your knowledge, and you're rich in your spirit. And you might even be wealthy just to a certain degree. But wealth is definitely coming your way here. And the thing is that with oppression and Knight of Wands, here's the thing though. There are a lot of people, and maybe possibly even you, know that you deep down inside, you are all these, but it's just oppressed. Not a lot of people want to know that that this is you. Maybe they don't know this is you, or maybe they do know and they don't want you to know. And so the thing is that you're gonna have to break that spell here. And maybe you've already started breaking that spell. I'm just going off of what the cards are saying. You might come from a wealthy background already, but just that that wealth is just being oppressed, whether if it's by the by the uncle, if you know what I mean, Uncle Sam, or it's a family member, or just the world just does not want you to know that you have this power. And so they're going to make you think that you are nothing. Maybe you felt like that your whole life. You felt like you were nothing. Like you felt like, oh, you're going through the motions, or what is the purpose? I have no power. Well, that's a load of horse feathers. That's a big pile of horse feathers, because you absolutely are. Wealth is coming your way, and there are some people, and the oppression is just like saying, they're just trying to make you think that they're not gonna, that they're trying to make you think that that there is no such thing. They don't want you to believe it. And now that might come through NG, if you know what I mean. It could come from certain investments, under the radar investments. But there are a lot of people out there that want you to stay in the system, and it's not going to be easy to break out of if that's what you're used to. But you were born a strong soul. You were born with a lot of just like power. You know that you deep down inside, that not only do you deserve, but and I'm not saying that you should be entitled, and I deserve this and I deserve that. I'm not telling you to be entitled or spoiled, okay? But that you're meant to be more than you were led on. There's something inside you that's really ready to just, like, you see how this is basically a soul, and he's just like looking away from that path, and he's he's saying, the light is on him, and that's, he broke away from that oppression. That's exactly what you are. going through. You're breaking away from this. You're on the path to breaking it. You're on a path to seeing that all of this is true and not this. You are what they portray themselves as. Okay. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be a leader you wish you had. Hence the Emperor. You've never really known your strength. You've never really known your origins or your potentials. Your potential as well. But the thing is that none of that is true. You are a lot stronger than you were led on to. Cosmic ancestors seed the light by being grounded. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Calls, soul gifts, it's time to step up. So that's the thing here. You're the Emperor. And they did not want you to know your power. And so you might have been distraught and you're cracked open. You might have to... Here's the thing, though. You might actually have to hit rock bottom a little bit. Not to humble yourself, or anything like that, but to also understand how important it is to embrace who you are deep down inside and know the truth about it. Because sometimes not sometimes, but reality and actuality are very, very, very different. You are embracing the actuality, and you're gonna, and you might be distraught and because you had to crack open for reality. But the thing is that you are very much a child of the cosmos. You were always meant to be called to go above and beyond. But there are going to be so many people who are going to discourage you because they need you to follow. You were never meant to follow. How is your wealth going to be obtained? By not caring. You being a lone wolf, basically. Being called, knowing your soul gifts, knowing what you were meant to do, knowing your sense of having a sense of purpose, knowing that you are a child of the cosmos, knowing that you are not meant to be some Joe Schmo or Jane Doe. You know what I mean? You're not an average person. You're a lot better than that. And again, I'm not doing this to toot anybody's horn or to inflate anyone's ego. Alright? We're all here for a purpose. Whether if it's to teach, to learn, to share ideas and innovate. You name it. But you are very, 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 you're very gifted. And those gifts have been oppressed and suppressed over the thoughts of practicality and you not embracing the real you. Now, I'm not saying quit your job or quit your lifestyle or whatever. What I'm saying is that wealth is coming your way in the sense of like you're gonna embrace your soul gifts, and you know what you're gonna be called upon to do. You're gonna embrace that. You're going to embrace who and what you truly are. And it's probably going to take a while, or maybe it didn't. Maybe it took you a while, but you're just like saying, am I on the right path? And you're like the answer to that question is yes. Even if people are doubting you, you need to forge and not follow. Understand that your wealth is going to be obtained by pursuing your dreams and knowing who and what you are. Fourth ray of harmony. Past life activation. Earth healing. Star Child. Merkaba spiritual protection. Initiation by air. Grounding. Fourth ray, so like look at all this. This is unbelievable. How is it going to be obtained? By you understanding that you are called upon to be a healer. You're very much a healer. You're very much a teacher, and you very much are a star child. And understand that you are a lot stronger, and a lot wiser, a lot smarter, a lot more talented, a lot more creative than you were led to believe. Hence the Emperor, Starseed, Five of Crystals. You're already wealthy, and you have a lot of great talents to make you wealthy. But you also have to be grounded and thankful, and you have to understand that it's not going to come easy, and you need to be humble about this. But understand that you've always had this potential. You've always had this power. You've always had this. You were just not not meant to, but you were just not led to believe it. Which is kind of by design by a lot of people. Again, where Earth is a school planet, it's riddled with tests. Testing how you deal with your environment. Testing how you deal with yourself. Testing how you embrace change. Testing how you handle yourself and your potential and your purpose. You are very much a healer as well. How is it going to be obtained? By doing something that's healing, not just healing for yourself, but healing for others. It could be a nurse, it could be a musician, it could be a counselor, it can be whatever it is. It could be fourth ray of harmony, so something that brings a lot of harmony to others. It could be a public speaker, it can be whatever. Anything that promotes peace. It could be an activist, but not a radical activist, okay? You don't want to be radical anything. Radical is when you become a radical something, it just starts becoming very culty and very crazy, and it just is not appealing. But you also need to understand that you have to understand that you're also being protected. There's a lot of spiritual protection that's helping you with this. And also, how is it going to be obtained? Maybe by you becoming a spiritual protector, you being a guider, a spirit guide, and or just a guide of anything. And again, that can even be a music. It can be a musician. It can be a counselor. You name it. It can be whatever. Anybody or anything that knows how to manipulate energies and auras and mentalities. That's how you obtain wealth. And I don't mean like you're gonna be a master manipulator or anything, and you're manipulating people for anything. It's like, no, you're trying to manipulate the energies to make sure that people and yourself do whatever it is to become the best them, and to do whatever to become the best you. So how is your wealth going to be obtained? It's going to start off by you understanding your origin, your past life, and embracing your power, understanding who and what you are right now, and empowering that, being grounded, and being a healer. You're very much a healer. You have a lot of healing power. Pile number 3. You really, really do. Self-worth. Be still. Strength. You see how we have like a lion and a tiger? Yep. Mirrored souls. Balance. Choices, not grounded. Or that's grounding, Yuka, not grounded. Limitless. So here's the thing now. At the end of the day, but this is what you're going to have, how it's going to be obtained as well. You're going to need to know your self-worth. You're going to need to know that this is you on the bottom here. You're going to have a sense of self-worth at the end. And you're going to empower all this stuff that was oppressed. You're going to embrace all this. The Emperor, 7 of Pentacles, the Starseed, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. And you're going to have a huge sense of self-worth. And you're going to be a lot more confident, a lot more still. And how is it going to be obtained? Well, mirrored souls, which could also mean that you might have you might marry or date someone who shares as much wealth or the same wealth or more wealth than you do. But again, it might be a different type of wealth. They might have like the currency, you might have the love, or the other way around, or you both might have a little bit of both, and then together it just makes it even a lot more better, a lot stronger. I mean, and it's going to bring a lot of balance, and so you also have to understand that you're also limitless. That's the self-worth. You're limitless. You are priceless. You're not worthless, but you're priceless. You are just like very, 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 you have a lot of worth. You have to have a sense of self-worth and self-confidence and believe what and who you are, and just don't listen to the noise. So how is your wealth going to be obtained? By having a lot of self-confidence and self-assurance, and it can also be through a partner. And it doesn't even need to be a romantic partner or a family partner. It could be a business partner. Whatever it is, it's going to go through some sort of partnership. And it's going to help balance not just your pocketbook, but also yourself. It's going to help balance your world, but you're going to have to make those choices. And those choices are, whatever you decide to choose is going to be very, 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 very limitless. It's going to lead you to a very wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life. Something that is going to be just amazing, and you're never going to regret it. But you're going to have to unlock the mindset that you're not any of these things, that you're not powerful. You absolutely are. And you shouldn't be ashamed of it. Well, that's all it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to both, and especially to my Patreon if you want personal reading, affordable personal reading. So the echoes, and not just to help with my Patreon, but so the echoes expand.